Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about some tips and tricks on how to navigate these unsettling times that are happening in the world right now. So as you guys I'm sure are all aware, there's this huge crazy information about coronavirus and COVID-19 and how it's affecting the world and how it might be affecting your day-to-day life. So I don't often get fearful about things that are happening in the world. I tend to not be a news watcher. I tend to just, worry about it if it's something really, really huge happening, right? And this has kind of become something that's really huge globally that's happening. So for me, the fear didn't really set in until probably last week. And I was really noticing that there's a lot of fear mongering happening and a lot of unsettling news and outlets of like media and just so much happening. So whatever your belief is, whatever you have around your theory or your belief system or whatever you believe is really happening, and whether we have all the evidence or not, I can't say, but you're entitled to feel and believe exactly what you believe. And that's okay. So this is a non-judgment zone. You can just honestly be feeling exactly how you're feeling, whether you're feeling like it's a joke or whether you feel completely fearful and scared, or whether you're prepared and you're like, I'm good, I got this, I'm scared, but I'm like, in control. So wherever you land on that, that is totally okay. This video is more so about ways to manage the fear, the anxiety, the stress that's coming up during this time, because it is really freaking hard to stay level-headed and sane with all of the, the different media outlets and the different opinions of people, and you go anywhere and people are either panicking or they're not panicking, and you're like, where do I land in all of this? Where is my feeling and where am I at? So whatever you're feeling is perfectly fine and perfectly okay, and you are allowed to feel exactly how you feel. So I want to share with you guys some ways that I'm managing my stress and anxiety, because it's been really creeping up for me and really hard to navigate this place. So before we dive into this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below and join the Sharway crew. And I'll link my Instagram here so you guys can follow along and see any new videos that are uploading and just what's going on in general life. So with all of that said, let's dive into today's tips and tricks on how to support yourself during this stressful time. All right, you guys. So tip number one for you is to try to avoid opening social media, because social media is exploding the fear mongering, exploding invalid articles that are not even factual evidence or statistics. So please be mindful of what you're absorbing and what you're listening to. Even the news outlets can have a really skewed view, and it's designed to be fear-mongering. So they're trying to create reaction. That's what media is. So try to limit the places that you're absorbing content and just look at the government websites, the valid sources that are actually legitimate information, because they actually have factual information that is beneficial to you, so you know what's going on. So be sure to limit social media. Don't look at trashy sites that are just selling whatever, and look at the good sites that are actually sending you good information. So tip number two is take back your power. So feel empowered that you are in control and that you can go and get all the supplies you need, all the food you need, all of the things you need. Be prepared, and you won't feel this stress and anxiety. Once you take back that power of knowing that you can buy some food, buy some supplies, and be home if you need to be for 14 days, that is the best advice I can give to you guys, is take back that power of having the control of the situation. You can't control that you're going somewhere or that you're at work and you're around people and you're maybe being subdued to the virus, but you can only control what you can control. So take control of planning to go out, get everything you need, try to not have to go out again, and just bear the grocery stores right now and just bear through all of the craziness, and just try to really feel like you are stocked up and supplied and prepared for anything that could happen. So that's the most important thing, is really taking back that power. Because I know I was getting so fearful, because I'm like, oh, I have to go to the grocery store, and like I have to get all this food that I don't have, and like what if nothing's there? But once I got there and once I bought food, I felt empowered and I felt way more secure with the situation and the power that I have in the situation. So try and get stocked up and prepared, and have an abundance of stuff, but also be mindful that you don't need to clean out the entire shelf. We need to prepare, but not take everything so other people don't have anything. So tip number 3, once you've gotten your preparation done, be sure to take time to just be kind to yourself. So this includes getting enough sleep. So sleep is the best time to restore and revitalize your immune system, your body. So sleep 8 hours, at least try to get 8 hours. If you can sleep longer, sleep longer. And just try and build your immune system up that way, because it is the best natural defense to support you. So getting enough sleep, also getting enough water. So really make sure that you're drinking 8 cups of water a day, at least. If you can drink more, then drink more. Water is so crucial for flushing out toxins and detoxifying the body. So getting lots of water intake, avoiding things like, lots of like crazy high amounts of caffeine, avoiding alcohol, because alcohol will suppress your immune system. I see a lot of people panicking and being like, I'm gonna buy a bunch of wine, and then they go home and take a picture on Instagram and they're like, I'm gonna survive. And it's like, actually, you're not gonna survive if something happens, because wine is not going to fulfill you. Emotionally, this is hard, and that's why people are reaching for things like that, but it's fine to drink wine. I'm not saying don't drink wine or alcohol, but it's not the most important thing if something was to go south. So limiting those things to support your immune system and really feel good in your immune system. So the next tip, going back into food, making sure that you can buy enough stock to maintain a food supply for the next 2 weeks if you had to be quarantined. But make sure that you buy some fresh stuff right now while there's some left, to really nourish your body and get the proper nutrients. Because as the world starts to shift and as things start to change, the food supply is going to get less and less, and the fresh produce is going to be harder to import across borders and into the country. So be sure that you can get the proper nutrients that you need now, instead of not being able to get anything. So that's kind of a little bit of a side note for food. But in regards to eating well, try to eat as healthy as possible. Try not to buy fast food right now. Try to really nourish your body with quality food that is going to support your immune system. Your immune system is built in so many ways. So it's all based on your entire lifestyle. So food, water, like working out, healthy self-care time, and sleep. So it's really crucial to really support your body and your health in so many caveats. So my next tip for you guys is using any type of product that helps you feel like you're supporting your immune system. So for me, my go-to is essential oils. I use them for literally everything, and I swear by them keeping my immune system strong. So specifically, I use one from doTERRA called On Guard, which I can talk more about in another video, but it is an immune support oil. So I use that to support myself and to maintain my health. I also use a number of other oils that are great for respiratory support, great for boosting immune system. That could be a whole nother video like this, and comment down below if you guys want to hear about essential oils that can support your immune system. So that's my biggest healthy tip for me. Also making sure that you are getting proper supplementation. So if you take a multivitamin or an omega or any type of vitamins, making sure that you can have a good supply of those, because they are going to start to run out. So really starting to think about what's going to run out in the grocery store, because if you need something to maintain your health for the next, say, 2 weeks to a month, is it going to be available if you can't get it? Is it going to be there if you need it when you run out? So think about those things that you need to support your health, like prescriptions, stuff like that you are going to need. What happens if you need some kind of medicine and you can't get it? So think about those things. And then other things to support your immune system can be anything from food that helps boost your immune system to also anything like a vitamin C supplement or those like vitamin C packs, Advil, whatever you use to support you, make sure that you get those things and think about them prior to anything happening. And then my final tip for you guys is self-care, taking care of yourself. We are so stressed and so worried, and even I feel the stress. Someone talks about Corona and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna, like I can feel the anxiety creeping up and filling my body and filling my chest and my heart, and it's just so much. So really taking time to just like, let's take this next 2 weeks, whether you're quarantining or not, to just be kind to yourself. Limit how vigorous your exercise is. Slow down the exercise. Do more like, sorry, my voice is cracking. Do more like yoga and meditation and like slower moving things where you're just walking. Really finding those things that really nourish your soul and your body, but still move your body. And then also anything that makes you feel completely at calm and peace. So whether that's like having a hot bubble bath or reading a book or journaling, just like really spending time with yourself. Like this is a great reflection time to look at what's happening in the world and how can you show up as your best self and be your best version in this time. How can you really tune in and figure out what's most important? Because we tend to live in a world where we have so much abundance and so much of everything. It's all at our fingertips. And I'm not just talking about phones, I'm talking about the food supply and luxuries like eating out and electronics, like you name it. Everything is so easily accessible, but we might transition into a space where those things aren't easily accessible. So what's the most important thing? And that's something that I really challenge you guys to look at, because this is going to shift the world in a very drastic way and shift our economy. So I really empower you guys to look at what's the most important things to you. If you were to take everything else away, what do you need to live? What do you need to feel joy and happiness? Because at the end of the day, your health is the most important thing, and your family and the people that you surround yourself with. So have a look at those things and start to really reflect inwards during this time and figure out the best way to self-care and to love yourself through this crazy time. So that's all the tips I have for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and that if you guys have any other tips or ideas on supporting your immune system and your mental health, I'd love to hear them. If you want to comment them below, be sure to like this video, share it with anybody that might be needing this little pep talk during this time, because it's become very crazy out there. So with all of that said, you guys, love you so much. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.